Hello my lovely, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm unboxing my new Alexandra Renke subscription box February, and this is the anniversary box. Alexandra Renke have a 10-year anniversary, and they celebrated on the 11th of February and asked all the recipients of the Creative Box to open it together, which is what I did. And of course here's the signature white paper, and we have some string that seems to be paper in different colors, and there's quite a few, and some of them have metallic thread in them. And this is a cute package to use for Valentine's Day, for a tiny card, I guess, with a metallic heart in it and a pom-pom. And it has no description, so I'm guessing it's a one-off compilation of things. And there's a little clip that holds together some dies. There's 3 packets here, and the first one looks like petals or leaves, I should say, but it's called Buds Set 4. And then we have the next one that does look like buds, and it's called Artist Flowers Set 12. And another floral die that is called Artist Flowers Set 3. And here I'm showing you a little bit more detail. And here's a cute little paper bag that's printed with white hearts. Seems lovely. And the beads, they come in a plastic tube as usual with a cork, and they're in gold and different shades of pink and different sizes as well, and there's some translucent hearts in there as well. So I've taken out the paper out of the box because there's a massive amount of paper in there. Since you cannot really see the foil properly, I've decided to show you the first paper first, and this seems to be from the Calm series. I don't know if it's a new shade, but the design is new, and the paper number is printed on the left side on this, and the paper number is 102610. And now onto this clear sheet with baby's breath on it in white, and the paper number here is printed on the right side, and it's 14020. So here is the new design paper on basis of the Calm paper, it looks like, with very dainty flowers on it. And some of them have an added petal or two in a lighter color, and the paper number is 202610. And here is another calm paper. Paper number is 102605. I'm not sure if you can see properly. And here is the matching design paper with the same flowers on it. In a lovely pink. And the paper number is 102606. And another calm paper, this time in a little more yellow pinkish tone, and the paper number is 102607. And the same design again. It's really lovely. And the paper number is 102608. And here is a purplish magenta color. Paper number is 102567. And the same pattern again. On this paper it's 102577. Up next is a reddish purple, and the paper number is 102570. And the same pattern again. The paper number is 102571. And a bluish purple. The paper number is 102574. And here the paper number is 102575. We're getting all the colors of the rainbow here. So this time it's a mustardy yellow, and the paper number is 102581. And the same pattern again. And the paper number is 102582. Now another pink. It's slightly more bluish than the other one. So this time paper number is 102611, and the corresponding pattern paper is 102612. And a darker shade of this color, and the paper number here is 102613. And the corresponding pattern paper, paper number 10, 26, 14. And here we have our warmish green and earth tone. And the paper number is 10, 25, 88. And the corresponding pattern paper is 10, 25, 89. And a lighter tone of that green, the paper number is 10, 25, 90. And then we have, surprise, surprise, 10, 25, 91. And here is a blue tone. The paper number is 10, 25, 86. And the pattern paper is 10, 25, 87. And here is another blue tone. It's more ultramarine, a reddish tone. So 10, 25, 83. And 10, 25, 84. So here we have a dark grey or black, and the paper number is 10, 25, 96. And the last paper is 10, 26, 18. Wow! This is quite a collection, I must say. 28 papers I counted, plus the sheet of transparent baby's breath design, 3 dies, the cords and some additional items. That's quite a collection. So what to do with it now? I wanted to make a birthday card for Alexandra Renke, so I looked for a font that was similar to her design. I mean her logo. Of course I didn't find it, but I used this one, and I cut it with my silhouette because I don't have the dies, and I cut a shadow for it as well. You can easily do that with the silhouette software. And now I'm just adding the letters that I have sorted by color, and well, some of them, or the E, R and the L, didn't quite come out right, so I had to cut them by hand, but nevertheless it doesn't show in the end. For the front of the card I cut this 10 for 10th anniversary out of the numbers I had bought at a different time. They were an add-on to one of the creative boxes I received, and I'm adding to the blue paper that I used for the number 10 a white outline so that it would stand out from the card front that I will make in this blue tone. You will see in a moment. So I cut the card out of strong, actually it's aquarelle paper, and I cut those blue pattern paper, calm papers into squares, and the card is 15 by 15 centimeters, and the front and back are both just a tiny bit smaller, so that I have a very small white edge showing. And I'm gluing on both sides with this tacky glue that holds quite fast. And there you have it. That's the front, and the back will be the same. And because I cut it with my paper trimmer, I'm just smoothing down the edge so it feels a little, it doesn't feel so sharp in the end. So after having the back glued on as well, I'm contemplating how I want to compile the front of the card, and as you can see I have the number 10 there, and I also cut happy birthday in a handwritten font with my silhouette, because I don't really have a large stamp that I could use, and I want to incorporate the dies that I received. So I'm going to be back with some die cutting. So I'm cutting all of these flowers several times from the Alexandra Renke white cardstock. Only the petals you see at the left bottom corner I cut from vellum to go behind the flowers, as it's shown on the package. And now of course it's time to arrange them, and I have decided to let them come in from the side towards the number 10 and gluing them down individually with my Nouveau Deluxe glue, which I have sped up here considerably. So after all the flowers are glued down, I will use my craft knife to cut off the ends to make it flush with the blue cardstock. And then I can go over to the inside of the card for the lovely birthday surprise, hopefully. So I have constructed a spiral that I will glue down at both ends on both sides of the card. You will see in a moment. Just flattening the crease because I folded over the ends of the spiral, and in hindsight I wish I had glued that side, the thicker side, the outside, down further on the card. As you will see, there's a reason for that, and my glue is running out, so I'm having to shake the bottle a lot. So I'm gluing down both ends, so putting down glue on both sides and just closing the card when I've positioned the circle in the middle, or the spiral. and pressing down and waiting for a moment to let the glue dry. Don't know what it is, I have so much gunk on my table, even though it looks pretty clean. And now here's the spiral popping up. Now I want to create the inside cover, and for that I need to measure where I have to cut a slit into the paper in order to be able to glue the paper onto the card. So I'm just doing crude measuring, nothing scientific, and making a mark where I need to cut, and then measuring where the end of the cut should be, about 2 centimeters, and then using my scissors to cut the slit. And once I have added glue to that, I will just be able to push it through or feed the spiral through the slit and glue down the paper. And of course the same thing has to be done on the other side. So here I go. This time the slit needs to be from the top because the spiral is creased vertically, or at least the cut needs to be vertical. So I'm measuring again how deep the cut needs to be, then marking it again, and this time I will use my craft knife to cut the slit because it's deeper and longer. And also I'm going to cut in a tiny hole so that the spiral has room to move, which may or may not have been necessary. So putting glue on the back side, and now I can slide it over the spiral to glue it into the card. And now for the bit that the spiral is made for. The word Alexandra Renke, or the words I should say, are supposed to be stuck on there, and I'm gluing them on there with white glue as well. And then, as I said before, because the spiral only starts in the middle, I'm running out of space, and originally I thought I would glue the DRA onto the next spiral, but I changed my mind in the end, and I stuck it onto that same spiral, or side of the spiral, so it would be one word. So here's my finished card and the reveal, and as you can see I added some silver stars to embellish the card a little further. And well, you could add lots of other things, of course, but I think this is quite a nice birthday card for Alexandra Renke. Hopefully she will like it. So thank you for watching and staying with me for this, again, such long video. And please leave me a like and a comment, or if you have a question, and I will be back with another video soon. Until then, do take care, do what you love. Bye for now. Ta-da!